Luke and Alex from Love Board Games, and we are ready to review the magical world of Emberleaf. Da 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 da.
It's Emberleaf.
Oh, what did I say?
Everleaf.
Emberleaf. Okay. Hi, we're Luke and Alex from Love Board Games, and we're here to review the magical world of Emberleaf, not Everleaf, that I just called it in the last take. We bought this because it reminds us of Everdell, and we know how much we love Everdell. Look at these critters. The artwork is very similar indeed. I don't quite know how they've got away with that.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's a mixture of Everdell and Root.
Yeah. So yeah, it's an interesting game, and we're here to review it for you right now. All right, Alex, take it away.
So, it does have lots of components, but they all eventually do make sense. And you have that amazing land that apparently everything was burned down, and now we are here to rebuild it and rebuild our new villages.
Oh, yes, although it's called Emberleaf and the story is everything burnt down and you rebuild it, there is no reference to fire in the game at all, is there?
No.
Anyway.
No. So you have those clearings dotted around the forest by the lake, and that's where you're going to build your new different villages. Everyone starts with a hero, which is your bigger token, and you place it in one of those clearings.
I thought these were heroes.
Those are villagers.
Oh, and then these are heroes.
Yes.
Oh.
So in every clearing there is the campfire. That's where you start, and that's where you place your hero, so it's not in the way. And all the clearings are connected with pathways around the forest. Along the pathway, though, there are the dangerous zones where banners have been raised from other tribes that stop you from going from one side to the other, which technically you still can go through, you just have to pay more to go from one side to the other.
Yes, so if you were to cross, you would pay per path that you see. So to move from here to here, that is 2 paths, so you would pay. But if you were to battle these and remove them, it becomes 1 path, so you only have to take 1 move.
Exactly. He remembers something. So on your turn, every player gets the player mat, which is like a clearing where you're going to play your cards. Each player has their own deck, and they go through that deck. The game really cleverly made. It has different starting decks for different players, and actually it comes with extra ones, starting decks, that you can even expand more. And they say how hard they are.
I did not see these when I
Yes.
opened it. So this is actually a brand new Kickstarter game that we've just recently had delivered.
Yes. Yeah. We backed it straight away when he said, oh, it looks like Everdell. Yeah, the picture outside reminds us of the gatherer or the harvester, one or the other, the husband.
The husband.
Yeah.
Yes. If you know Everdell, you know what we're talking about. If you don't, you just think that's weird.
Yeah. So everyone starts with a deck that they clearly labeled at the back with the alphabet between A and E, I think.
Yeah.
And that's your starting cards. Now, each card is technically a hero, as Luke was saying earlier, and they have different abilities. So you have the yellow abilities, which have the lightning. That means that you'll do that action straight away.
Mm-hmm.
They have the purple one, the infinite one, that the moment you play on your area that card, it can activate every time on your turn if you do what they say on there. You have the green ones that they activate when they slide, which I will explain earlier. It's one of your actions. You have the red one, which is the charge, which you can also charge once in your turn, which we did not use, I think, at all.
Charge?
When we played, yes, it's the red ones.
What's that?
And finally is, there it is, the blue one. That is when it drops off the board, which will make sense soon.
I don't recall that one at all. I do recall the card. I don't really know what you mean by charge.
Oh. So on your go, you start with that starting deck of cards. You have your area, your villagers that you will place later on and repopulate.
Which are mice or
Yes.
rats? I don't know. They're mice.
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 No, rat, actually. It says rat.
It? Oh, and an
Owl. a rabbit,
and a warriot.
and the frog.
Very cute.
And as you deploy your villagers, they will give you extra powers. So your aim, as I said, is to rebuild your village around your clearing, and you can either have the common buildings that they're here, or you have the fellowship ones that they're technically unique. Well, they're the same for every player, to be fair, they're not different, but they cost more.
They belong to you.
Yeah, no one.
Well, I don't know if that actually makes sense either. Anyway, 2 ways of building the same thing, effectively.
Yeah, when you build from your own board, it unlocks extra abilities for you.
Yes, so for example, if you were to build that one, it then releases to, we just keep calling them onions, but I think there might be turnips.
Yeah, more food.
And this one releases 2 sword powers for battle, like this one
Opens
gives
up your
you
storage.
extra storage space, etc.
So yes, we still collect resources, which we have the food that look like turnips. You have the honeycomb, which is the most rare one. You have rock, and you have wood. On your turn, you either play one of the cards from your hand, or you slide. That's the 2 main actions. You have to do one or the other.
You can't slide 2, you've got a bunch of cards on here anyway.
Yeah.
At least 1 card.
Yeah. So your cards are either constantly, your cards are between the board and your hand. There is no discard.
No, I had to discard 1, but that was a special rule.
That was a special card,
yes.
yes. So if I start by playing on my go, I will want to gather some resources because I have none. So you can have a maximum of 8 resources. You can go above that, but you have to discard down to 8 again. So if you're full and you want to get more resources, you can always exchange them. So I want, there you go. I'll play Sable.
Sable. I can be your hero, Sable.
So straight away it says that you gather 1 food per food icon. So they have statistics, the cards, call them stats, which are depicted on the top. And also you have some stats on your board. So if I play this card and I place it here, and it says gather 1 food for every food icon you have, he has 1, I have 1 more there, that means I'm going to gather 2 food resources. If I was to place it here, and that's covered, that means I only have 1. So at the beginning we did find it that it is a bit slow to gather resources. But
it's definitely a slow builder.
Yeah.
We're trying to think of a house rule that we can maybe use some of these heroes up quicker or something just to get us going.
Yeah.
We do that. There's another game we play called Rocket Man, and that's similar. We had to make a house rule because it just took too long to get going.
But the turns go fast, but not much is happening. There is no number of turns you can go through. You have to play the game until all the 6 trophies that are hidden behind here are collected.
So we played for, what, 2 hours yesterday, and we had 2 trophies left.
Yes.
So we didn't make it to the end. But that was our first go. We were doing a lot of checking of instructions, and so I think you could do it in 2 hours, if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, it was moving much faster after we knew what was happening. You need to get used to your cards.
Yes, and then we had more out as well. Things moved.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're collecting much faster. So we reached the point that space was not nearly enough.
Yeah.
So I've done that. That was my go. Everyone else then has a turn. And again, I'll play another one. Now I want to gather some wood as well. So I'm going to play Alden. So Alden, like the previous card, it will give me 1 wood per wood icon I have. So I will place him here. And there's 1 on my board, 1 on the card. That means I'm going to take 2 more wood. Something we did not realize until quite a few turns into the game, whatever you need to build, you need 4 of. And it has to be 4 of the same. So we're just gathering like I did here.
Well, you need 4 foods or 4 woods.
Yes.
Typically. It's not an exact rule, but everything requires a minimum of 4 of something.
Yes. So here currently I will not be able to build anything, but we'll make an example. So that is 1 go, play a card. The other main action you can have is slide the cards. So sliding your cards, you start from the top one here and you go there, then top again, bottom, top and bottom. And you slide them to your left. And they're going technically towards out of your board. That's how you can get them back on your hand, because at some point you'll run out of cards.
Yes, they slide off and back into your hand.
So when they slide off, the green ones that have the arrow activate. So this one, when I slide, says gather one wood. So I'll gather one wood, I'll place it on my supply, that goes back in my hand. I don't have any other cards here until this one, which when I slide it, it says gather one food. And I gathered my resources.
I quite like the slide action
It's quite
component to the game. It does make it a bit more interesting.
We've never seen that in our game before, so it is
so, no.
something new.
Yeah.
And technically that's part of a go as well. Let's say that I did have 4 wood already. So on my go, I'll play a card, and it is time I want to build something. So I have twig. So twig's action says build. So I'll place him somewhere, doesn't matter. Later on in the game, I start doing a bit strategically because I want him back on my hand to build again. I'll put him somewhere on this close to the end.
So we can top him out.
So he can slide quickly. Yeah. If I put him here, it will take at least 3 turns for me to take that card back. So it says build, and I do have 4 wood. Every building next to it says how much it costs. So I can build, with the resource I have now, I can build a house, or houses, village.
You could also build this one because it's 4 wood and a honeycomb, which you've got.
Yeah, true.
And that would give you more space in your storage.
Inventory, yeah.
So you can, you're not always limited to one option.
Yeah. And it's just that honeycomb, you need to remember, is the most rare one, but we reached at the point we have a thing, had 3 or 4 honeycombs and didn't know what to do with them anymore.
I don't think I got to that point. I definitely had 3 at one point, but I had them planned to use.
So I'm going to build my village. You can only build on the clearing that your hero is on. So my hero is on this clearing, so I can build here. You can build anywhere on an empty slot. So I can build here where the resource is, so I can collect the resource that is depicted here or there, or just on an empty one. When I'm going to build it here, I'm going to pay the resources back to the supply, and I'll collect 1 more honey.
Because that's what you covered, yeah?
Yes.
Yes. Right.
So when I build the building, that's when I deploy one of the villagers to move into that tile that I've built. You can pick any of those. Technically, they're just decorative, the different types of animals you have. Is what you want to start unlocking underneath. All of the first ones will give you the ability to gain an extra hero, so to gain an extra card like that. All of the other, then the second one onwards, they give you different things. Either they give you resources, they allow you to collect a favor, which I'm going to explain later. They give you other types of ratio to how many buildings you have points, and so on. So I'll play, in this case, just a rat. I'll place him on there. Whenever you place a villager, you gain a point for every villager you have in that vicinity. Currently, I only have 1.
But they have to be different colors.
Yes, so there have to be different types of buildings. So let's say that I have a villager there already, a villager there already. Those 2 together will score me 2 points. If I put a 3rd one here, because it's the same color as this one,
Still only get 2 points.
I still get only 2 points. Yes, it's good to deploy them, but that's the only reason why you would build different types of buildings, or depending on a favor that you might have. So that's the build action. As I said about favors, there are those discs that you randomly place 5 of them around the board on a clearing at the beginning of the game. When your hero is on that area that has those discs, you can, and I think that's how the rules are, I misunderstood that, you take one of those and you take a favor card. The favor cards look like that.
They're just like bonus cards.
Yeah, so there are technically extra missions. So this one says have at least 5 war banners by the end of the game. So by the end of the game, if I have that, I'll score 7 points.
These are the war banners.
So
you have to defeat 5 of them.
Yes, so the war banners are the ones that, the dangerous areas that they're dotted around the board. To attack one of those areas, you can attack the ones that are directly adjacent from your clearing. So from where I am here, I can only attack this one and this one. On there, they have how many points they're worth, which is 2 points, the leaf, and the life, which is 2 again for this one, which is in the heart. So the first ones are quite easy. They come either in 2s or in 3s. When all are cleared, no, when not all are cleared, when the tracker of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, when 6 of them are cleared, you remove all of them, you pick new ones, and you place them from the back side. That we had one yesterday, it went up to 13, I think.
13, but yeah, really.
Yeah, so it was really hard to actually defeat
so that means you need to have 13 swords to defeat it.
So exactly, to attack something, you need swords. So on the stats of the card, like this one, it has a sword, so that gives you ability to attack. So let's say that we are further down the game, we have built that one, that straight away gives us 2 more swords. We have developed a bit more on our village, and we have some owls, and owls give me an extra sword, and I play, not him, you have an attack one here, there you go. You play Garek. Garek has 2 swords by himself, and the action that he gives you, it is attack 1 per sword. So I place him here. So I have 1, 2 swords, 3, 4, 5 swords. That means I can attack clearing that has life points up to 5. You cannot attack 2 at the beginning and then 3 later. It has to be all in one go. And you have to match it or be more. Otherwise, you cannot attack.
So you could technically get any of these on the board at the moment.
Yes. But you can only attack the ones, as I said, they're directly connected to your clearing.
Unless you've got a special card like Sarah had.
Yes, we did find a special card that says attack anywhere. And then you have that special card that was an attack of 5 or something.
Yes, but that was one I could only use once and then had to discard it from the game.
So when you attack, you take that, and the different banners have different colors. So you collect them in the cards of favor cards that they will tell you to collect specific ones that gives you more points. So you collect that, and now that clearing is open. Every time you clear a dangerous area, you progress, I don't know how visible that is, on this track that gives you different points. Actually, remind me on the pergola, the water drops on the side.
Oh yeah, it's kind of similar to that.
That gives you that.
Yeah.
So those are the different actions you have. The final action I have not said yet is about the charge. So on your turn, you're allowed to charge any of those cards that have that red banner. So here it says I have to do it only once. I'm not allowed more than 1 time to do that. Some of them have 2 or 3. Spend a rock to build a building. So you can do that on your turn without having to play the building card. It was this one as well.
That's why I never used them, because I never had a spare rock.
No, yeah. That was another thing that we're thinking about house ruling, and said, why spend an extra rock and then the cost of the building? And we said, maybe we can do it, just spend the rock. We never did it, but we did discuss that maybe for the next time.
We're all for house rules.
Yes. And we love the building aspect, so we wanted to build everything. And that's one of the ways you can get one of the trophies. The person that fills up the clearing, even if it's me that puts everything and Luke puts the last one, Luke will take the trophy. And the trophies are points for you and your fellow people.
There's a lot of good things in this game. Like you do one thing, but then everybody else gets a bonus as well.
Yeah. So, for example, if you are to take this trophy, you get 5 points in a honeycomb, and everyone else gets a honeycomb.
Which are really hard to get, which is great.
Yeah. Apart from one trophy, which is very selfish.
It's just points.
It's just 8 points. We did discuss how the points are going to progress, because going around is 100, but you have a mark that goes above 200 and said, oh, we're going to keep getting points. But actually, you do get points.
I think if we'd gone for another half an hour.
Yeah, because we're almost at the, well, you and Sarah were almost at the round. I think I missed quite a few of my points at some point.
Yeah, I don't know why you were so behind us.
Yeah, considering they have the most buildings.
Yeah, must have just forgot to add yours up.
So yeah, everything you do most of the times corresponds to points. So you need to remember to keep adding your points. So action-wise, that's how it works. That's how the favors work. You have, as I said, another thing that I said, you keep collecting new heroes on your hand, so your hand constantly expands. And I don't know if it's something I missed on the rules, so we need to go back or make our own house rule, because there are only 1, 2, 3, 4 chances you get to get a new card. And said it's a shame because there are about 80 different new heroes. Why not have the chance to get more somehow?
Yeah, we maybe missed something.
We might have missed something there. So don't quote me. You might read the instructions and realize that I'm wrong on that.
Yeah.
But on the whole, that's how the game progresses. You pay a card, you slide your cards, you gain resources, you build, and you move on. So yeah, so the move action is something similar. So some of them will have those green. Oh, there it is. Here's a walk. So the sliding action is walk. So for every foot that you have, you're walking, and then you're going to another clearing, and you start building here. You don't have to finish one clearing and then go. So I didn't, because I had a favor that says I need to have a house in 3 different clearings. So I had 2 already, and then I moved.
Invading our clearings.
Yeah, I went to your clearing and I started building that. As you build, develop, and have villages, you can have villages of different players on the same building, so it doesn't necessarily matter. But you only allowed 1 of your own on that. And that's it. It does come, as I said, with the extra packs. That is amazing. So this one is a Halloween one.
Looking forward to opening them.
Yeah.
So if we rent it, are we opening them before we send it off? Because I don't want somebody else to get that joy.
Yes, we'll open them. So they're ready. It comes with an expansion that comes. It's really well packed as a game. It was amazing. So the expansion comes in the pack with extra instructions and everything, and says do not open until you get really familiar with that game. And finally, is that in the game? That says, "Dear reader, I beg you, do not break this seal. What lies within should never be known. Do not open this envelope."
He opened the envelope.
I opened the envelope.
About 30 seconds of opening the box.
I'm not telling you what it is in the envelope, but it is very clever how they designed that game. So although it's a lot of components, a half-an-hour instructional video that I had to watch, plus reading the book.
And what we've just made is a half-an-hour instructional video.
And I still believe I might have missed something. I did enjoy the game, and I like the mechanics behind it.
It's actually easy once you got into it.
Yeah.
It wasn't complicated. There are some games that we've opened, looked at, read the instructions, and gone, ugh, and then just put them back in the box and sold them.
That was Root.
That Root, yeah, we couldn't get into Root, could we? But there are a few games we've done that with. We got past the instructions on this one, and I'm glad that we did, because actually it was quite simple once you got into the play.
Yeah. It is like, I don't remember how it was the first time we played Everdell, or when we got Everdell. But technically, if you know the cards, you can play the game.
Yes.
So it's the same case with this one. The moment you learn your deck, you can play. And now that there are so many different decks, you may play a different deck every time, and it always changes, because the certain deck is not the same for every player.
Yes.
So whoever made those, massive imagination, how many names they have to come across.
It's a very thoughtful game, I think.
Yeah, and very well made. The tokens and everything is really good made.
So what does it say for 1 to 5 players? 90 for 120 minutes, age 14 plus.
Definitely, I agree for the age.
Do you? Yeah. I mean, definitely our kids wouldn't get it.
No.
5 players? I think the board would be quite crowded with 5 players.
Yeah.
Would you run out of space? Because we weren't far off filling it up.
No, we
Just
had
the 3 of us.
4 clearings we filled up. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Maybe that's why you built slow. But
well, and you can double up, can't you? You can put.
You put your people on there, but
maybe that would give it a different dynamic that we haven't reached yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a solo version that comes with its own pack of cards that you can play solo the game. So it is clever. I said I've never actually played a solo game, but a couple of them I did read the instructions. Is really clever because it kind of changed the mechanics to play. Because this one, as a solo player, is technically a 2-player game. So you do play against someone else.
Yeah.
It's like the Everdell, the Mistwind, but you play against someone else.
Yeah. No, is it Nightweaver?
No, Nightweaver. Yes. No.
It's not Mistwind, is it? What's Nightweaver? Nightweaver's
No,
part a character in Mistwind. That's the
Nightweaver is a
playing.
character.
Oh yeah, okay.
It is Mistwind.
We just got Mistwind and then just popped it to the side. But we're not going to play that. Enough about Everdell. We always break into conversations about Everdell.
Yeah,
What is
sorry.
it? Okay, so rating out of 5?
A solid 4, definitely, if not more.
3.75.
There you go.
We'll call it a 4.
Yeah.
There we are. Emberleaf, everybody.
No, it's a good game. It is available to rent, and
It's brand new out.
it's brand new. Yeah. It's not actually out yet.
No, because it's still Kickstartering.
It's still Kickstartering, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye for now.
Bye.
Don't forget to subscribe at loveboardgames.co.uk for our online board game borrowing service, where we deliver board games straight to your door. You can borrow between 2 and 6 board games a month, and Simon is going to send you a pack of sweets.